Hello, everybody. It's the Film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Astro Boy. Toby Tenma is a teenager who lives in the futuristic city-state of Metro City, which floats above the polluted surface on Earth. His dad, Dr. Tenma, works at the Ministry of Science alongside Dr. Elephant, like Elephant the elephant. They create the Peacekeeper, an advanced defensive robot that is powered using the blue and red cores, two powerful energy cores that emit respective opposing positive and negative energy, discovered by Dr. Elephant. Two scientists briefed the president of Metro City, Stone, who is running for re-election. Against the scientists' warnings, Stone loads the negative red core into the Peacekeeper, causing it to become highly aggressive. Toby is accidentally killed by the Peacemaker as it attempts to violently leave the research facility before it is put down by Dr. Elephant. Um, a distraught driven Tenma revives Toby as a cyborg program with all of his memories, but also makes his body with built in defenses to protect him. Powered by the blue core, the cyborg activates and believes himself to be Toby, but although he has his original mind and similar personality, Tenma realizes he can never be revived as the son he lost. Toby discovers his robot capabilities, including the ability to understand non talking robots and rocket powered flight. Stone has his forces pursue Toby, but the chase leads to him falling off the city's edge when Stone's fight. So there's a bunch of shit that happens. I'm not gonna get into it. It's fucking Astro Boy. It's based on the manga of the same name. I don't know if I said that already, but I don't think I did. I really like this one when I watched it. I don't like who they chose. Okay, I love Freddie Highmore as Astro Boy. Freddie Highmore is a hot commodity still, but especially during this time. When did this come out? 2009. Um, so around that time, that's a fucking sweet spot. That's a little bit after, a couple years after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where he played Charlie Bucket. He was also in a bunch of other shit. Fuck, what's that movie called? August Rush. Yeah, Finding Neverland. The Spiderwick Chronicles, which I've never seen. This is the first time I ever heard him with an American accent, and I was like, wow, this kid is fucking great. And then he moved on shortly afterwards to Bates Motel. Now he's doing The Good Doctor. It's like, this motherfucker is great. He is fucking amazing. I love Freddie Highmore. He was born my year too, born '92. Couple some months older than me. He is amazing. I didn't like who they chose as Dr. Tenma because always hearing Toby, you're not you're not really my son Toby. Fucking Nicolas Cage. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I didn't know Kristen Bell was in it. That's cool. Samuel L. Jackson, Matt Lucas, Matt Lucas. Oh, Eugene Levy, Bill Nye as Dr. Elephant, Donald Sutherland as President Stone, and he's the villain. If you didn't already know from him fucking everything up, Nathan Lane, Charlize Theron. Don't know who that is. Moises Arias, fucking Rico from Hannah Montana. Alan Tudyk, David Allen Greer. What a fucking cast. D. Bradley Baker, L. Fanning, too. Ryan Stiles, Ryan Ochoa, Okawa. I say in my original review, I'll read it for you guys. Astro Boy, another reason to not listen to the critics. This movie got such shit reviews. And why? Because kids won't get it. What's not to get? A boy named Toby dies and is brought back as a robotic superhero named Astro. Duh. And then I said, Dr. Tenma is a fucking asshole. Who brings back their son and just simply doesn't want him anymore? Fuck you, Nicolas Cage, you piece of shit. And I was like, speaking of overrated actors, this movie's full of them. And by overrated, I mean top of the line. This movie made me feel. Thank you, Nix Armendariz, for helping me feel again. Oh, and thank you, Astro Boy, for being another movie with a blue ball ending. Yeah, it just ends and you're like, wait, I want more. I love animation. I love animation. Me and my wife, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we've talked about it. Like, I have a top 10. Two movies recently, like fairly recently, my top 10 changed to include another animated film. Only two out of the 10 are animated, and she is like, how can you call yourself a huge animation fan and only two of your favorite movies are animated? I'm like, because there are other fucking good movies out there, Christina. Fuck. My favorite all time movie is an animated film. It's a film. So that's how I get. That's how I start talking when she starts like talking back to like we can get mad at each other. I'm like, fuck you, Christina. You know, I'm just stop fucking with me with my films. I'm talking about my films. I get really pissed off. I'm sick, by the way, when I'm recording these. Perfect time to record reviews. And then my 10th favorite film is animated as well. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My favorite Spider-Man film. My favorite Spider-Man film is an animated film. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. With only one animated Spider-Man film, and it's my favorite. Like I fucking love animation, and I think Astro Boy was amazing. I just looked up Imagi Animation Studios. It's a Hong Kong based studio. They're the ones that made this film. They also made Digital Monster X Evolution. It's a Digimon film. It's a television film. They made TMNT, which I'm going to be talking about. I love that film. Highlander: The Search for Vengeance, and then Astro Boy was their last film, and then they went under. And they were planning on making an Astro Boy too. They're also planning on making a Legend of Zelda film. That would have been fucking dope. I think they did a tremendous. It did a decent job. I'm not gonna say tremendous. I'm not gonna go that far. Just because I loved it doesn't mean that. You know what? Fuck it. I'll fall on the sword for this film. I loved it. I thought it was really good. I don't know why I got shit reviews. There were the dumbest part for me. The reason why I didn't want to see it when the trailer dropped was because like I hadn't seen the anime series in forever. Like it's old anime, fucking old anime. And I remember watching it for a little bit, and then we had the Astro Boy. We had like one of the manga collections, and Japanese people are weird. They show little boys' penises everywhere, all the fucking time. Just like, oh, there's a dick. There's a little dick right there. And it's like it's played up as a joke. It's not supposed to be sexual, but I don't know. It's 2021. This shit's weird now, you know. But I just remember being like, he's got fucking his dick's out. His little pee, little push to start. It's right there. And then I was like, really? And me and my brother, fucking, I call myself the film optimist, but I'm so, especially when like 2009, I was fucking critical of everything, fucking critical of everything. Talked about Batman Begins. Me and my brother are like, really, another fucking Batman? Astro Boy, we're like, really, an Astro Boy film? Really, fucking really? This looks stupid. Only because there's a line from the film rockets come out of his ass. This is a thing, or not rockets, guns, like fucking a gun, like two little things come out of both cheeks, and he's like, "I've got a gun from my butt," and it's like, oh my god, what the fuck, dude? This is stupid as shit. But it's not really. It's not. It's kind of funny. Like this is the scenario. And they had a comment on it. That's an original Astro Boy thing. Like he would be flying around the manga and he would just turn around and the guns would come out and just fucking lighting people up and killing people. Like Astro Boy needs to be stopped. And my son needs to be stopped. You guys have a good one. Once again, thanks go to Nick Armendariz, one of my best buddies of all time. Um, Still, I think I mentioned this before. Still leading, like after all these years of the amount of requests that she made, there'd be there'd be times where she would just out of the blue, like, "Hey, what's up?" We'd be talking for a little bit on fucking Facebook, chatting and shit. And she'd be like, "Fucking, hey, I request this." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, bet." And she's like, "I request everything of this." And I'm like, "You need to be more specific," because back then I was a little bitch. She was like, "You need to, I request specifically this then, this series." I'm like, "Okay." I request Pokemon, the film or whatever. I was like, "Okay." And then she was like, "No, I mean all the Pokemon films and all the Pokemon seasons." I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess. And, I requested this. Could you fucking stop? But like Drop Dead Diva, that was her. Saving Hope. Like all these fucking things. So thank you. Namaste. Nick's Armor Daddies. Okay, I'm in the video now. Ollie's like, what the fuck's going on? Bye, everybody.